Time for another one of these. No. See if I can change the background. Whoops. Yeah, I know what I know what I'm doing. There we go. Actually, that's kind of cool, especially with the sun behind my head. But today's been something else, dude. Some people are some of the most insufferable a-holes on the planet. Sometimes it gets to a point where I just wish none of them existed. I don't know. Starting this off with venting, but that's only because there's so many BS things that went on today prior to this walk that I did kind of want to talk about it for a bit. So, apologies for all the venting and rage this time around, but, well, here we go. Well, first of all, first thing that kind of happened. So, while working my shift today, I work fast food, so, you know, you have to kind of work with customers. But, well, there's one customer who, you know, they asked for something, but they muffled it. So I'm taking their order, so I try to repeat it back to them. And this insufferable prick just gets mad for no reason. No reason at all. Just cuss. And I'm like over here thinking, oh, wow, it's one of these guys. Great. I'm already having a rough day at this point. A lot of impatient people. We run out of one item, and everyone just decides to just get irritated and leave. Not just say, oh, okay, well, that's fine, maybe next time, and then go. Nah. They get irritated, agitated, and just drive off without some kind of thank you or sorry, maybe next time. Like, nothing like that. They just leave. And then there's this douchebag who... This guy... I repeat his order. A little bit's wrong. It's fine. Mistakes happen. Not in this guy's head. This guy's head, if you get one thing wrong, screw you. That's basically what he thinks. So I'm over here like, you know, taking his order again, and he gets mad because I hear him wrong. Okay, fine. Gonna be that way. I reach out to someone else, ask for a little bit of help to see if they heard him, and I repeat what they actually said back. They still say no. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? You have got to be joking. So I'm like, okay, sorry. I try to take one more deep breath before losing it. And once again, they say their order back, and I repeat the exact same thing to them that they say to me. No, and this time it's with like an extremely angry, agitated voice from them. And at this point, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Of course, the way I'm wording it now is a lot more patient than what I was doing before. And people like this are just frustrating. I get getting irritated, maybe you're hangry, something like that. But if you've never worked the industry before, don't judge. For example, I've never worked at Amazon. I order from them all the time, and if something gets wrong, I don't get pissed. I don't get mad. I'm just like, well, I don't know how hard this is. I don't know how bad this is, so I'm not going to judge it. I am a little irritated, but you know what? I'll take it with what it is. Oh, so I might as well have the background shown for now. Ta-da! But I don't know. When it comes to people like this, there's a reason I constantly say I do not tolerate stupidity. I will not tolerate people who are not reasonable. At least. Let's put it this way. Once again, the guy I was talking about earlier. Holy shit, there's a lot of cars today. Alright, I'm going this way. I don't know. Again, this guy. If I had said the order and I got it wrong, you'd be like, no, it's fine. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Here. Can you hear me now? Right? Because again, it was muffled. It's fine. What is what? Empire of Japan. This guy had just been like, okay, well, no, it's all right. Let's just start from square one. Let's try again. Things are rough at fast food industries, which is one of the industry I work for. Case of the beginning of the string didn't give away where. But I'm like, again, if they had just been patient, because we're there to, provide the food for you. Do I have sunscreen? I don't need it. I'm from a place where the only reason I don't need it, I know I don't need it, I grew up in an area where sunscreen would be efficient. No, I will not get heat stroke. It is not even hot where I am right now. I am from a heated desert, and I'm in one of the many places where the desert is cold. I'm more likely to get hypothermia right now over heat stroke. I'm not going to get it. It's actually very neutral, very nice weather right now. But no, that's not how that works. For me to get heat stroke, I'd have to be in 130 degree weather. I'm not even kidding. I know that because I grew up in a desert where the hottest was about 123 degrees. No heat stroke, no sunburn. We all just jumped to the pool because we could. That's just kind of how things have been for me. But anyway, I'm not going to talk too much longer on this, but the whole problem I have with this whole crap. Look, if someone's going to go to a business industry, if you're going to go to this industry, expect a certain amount of, they're human. It's like people go to these places and expect robots. They expect perfection. And every time this happens, my brain goes, where the fuck do you think you are? Again, I work fast food. No human being who works fast food is going to be perfect at it. There are always going to be mistakes. There are always going to be misunderstandings. As long as they correct it, fine. At least they're trying. But so many people out there just don't see that. And it honestly frustrates me. It frustrates me that people can't just look at certain jobs. And I'm not just talking about fast food either. My personal experiences definitely triggered this mentality. But I'm not just talking about fast food. Another good example of this would be warehouse. Again, Amazon. Amazon, a lot of people do warehouse stuff or delivery service stuff for Amazon. That's basically the two jobs that are surrounding it. Obviously, there's also IT stuff, customer service, different jobs like that. But for Amazon, it's just as bad. There are so many people who are so unnecessarily, unrealistically ill-cooperative to the point where it's like, I've seen certain people say certain stupid things, certain hateful things about something, and I check it out myself, and it's just fine. And I look at the other reviews, for example. It's like people are just out, the negative people out there are just there just to be negative. They don't care what you think. And honestly, people like that, I just don't understand them. People like that make no sense to me. Also, there's copyright stuff. How the hell do I mute myself? Like that. Okay, far enough away. But no, yeah, I don't mean to bitch or get angry or anything, but I mean, I feel like it's just, is it too much to ask for people to be reasonable? For people to be understanding? For people to look at a circumstance and go, okay, what if I was in their shoes? And actually give an honest, legitimate answer? Because I'm sure there are some people like what I just said. I guarantee there are people out there, like for Amazon again. I just think this is the perfect example. That's why I'm giving it so much. Say a delivery person, instead of dropping it off in the mailroom, they put it at your door, even if you request the mailroom. Maybe they misread something. Maybe the app they're using to help deliver has a glitch on it, which is very likely. But no, people don't think that. The category of people I'm talking about don't think like this. If they don't see it in the exact spot they request it, at the exact time they request it for, they get pissed. For no reason whatsoever. And it is just bullshit. I don't know. Today's been a very eventful day, I guess. And I tried to be patient with people like this, but I'm getting to the point where it's getting really, really, really hard. I don't know. I want to be patient with people. I like doing customer service, but there is one line that at this point I 100% disagree with. And this is a very old term as well. And that's the term that goes, the customer is always right. The idiot, I don't remember his name. I used the phrase, I don't remember who originated it. At the time it was originally created, good idea. It made it work. It made sense. But it didn't consider how open-ended the phrase actually is. And that's where problems set in. The phrase was so open-ended that it's like, you didn't consider what other, like the alternative situation could be. Saying the consumer or customer, depending on the person, is always right, that's like going to a library. And the people working in the library tell the person you have not returned your book. And the customer, knowing full well they haven't returned it, says, yes, I have. You liar, I have totally turned in my book. No, you fucking haven't. This is why that phrase does not work. It worked from back then, and there are situations where it does work. But it's way too open-ended. That phrase is way too open-ended. Customer is sometimes right. And I'm including myself in this. Here's the problem between me and other people, though. And I'm not saying everyone's like this, but if I were to be confronted and if someone who works, I don't know, let's say Walmart or Sam's Club, depending on where you're from, if I approached someone there and told them, yeah, I bought this blank item and they're trying to pull me aside. If they had said, no, you didn't purchase this, and they showed me something I didn't purchase and I didn't realize I had it, okay, if I were these other people and I saw that, I would have been like, oh no, I totally bought it. I know what you're talking about. Whereas what I would actually do is I would simply say, oh, my bad, here. If that's the case, or if I at least I would have evidence. I did pay for it. See, show receipt. It's on there. Bam, problem solved. Or, oh, my bad. Here, let me. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. Here, let's. Are you okay with me like trying to pay for it again or something like that? In that case, fine, great. Being reasonable, understanding, makes sense. But when you go about it in a way where it's like only the customer's right, this is why that's not the case. And people stamp way too often. Nowadays, the phrase the customer is always right is just downright wrong. I don't know. I'm not gonna vent about this for too much longer. Today's been one of those days. It was like, again, I work fast food. And a lot of people were just like, come by and they'll be like, no, you're wrong, I'm right. I didn't get this. They're like holding it. I didn't get this. Sir, it's right there. I didn't get it. This is wrong. This isn't the right item. Alright, let's make it right for you. So many people are like that, and it's pathetic. If we didn't get it right, fine. But at least be honest about it. I mean, that's the thing. That's what really irritates me about this kind of stuff is people are just not honest. And it's probably one of this whole thing. I guess a funny side of it, I actually accidentally broke a piece of equipment from it. Like I said, it was accidental, and I mean, I might get written up for it, I'm not sure. I don't think I will, but even if I do, it's deserving. I'll accept the whole idea, the fact. But, I don't know. It takes a lot to piss me off, and yep, today did it. Today definitely did it. Yeah, that's true, Bruce. Hope you're doing well, by the way. People are just effing stupid. Why am I saying effing? People on this channel know I cuss. I guess, I don't know. It's not just that they're not honest at all. Why is it so hard to ask for honesty? Like, actually, a good example of that. Bye. A good example of that. Oh my god, so much noise. A good example of that would be relationships. I've been in several of them. Literally, only one of them, maybe two, have been genuinely honest individuals. And neither of them are from the United States of America, where I'm living. Are people in the U.S. really this insecure? I'm trying to find a word that works that's not too offensive. Also, Okay, well, silence was there for a bit. I'm sure that'll get cut. In case it does, let me reiterate, I guess. I don't know. I feel like people in the United States are just... There's something missing up here. I made a joke at work today because of everything that had happened. Basically saying that sometimes I feel like I need to flip the person upside down and shake them. Like, you know those animations where you shake somebody upside down and something falls out of their head? It's usually like candy or, something like that, because, well, animation. I feel like I need to do that to get their brains from their ass to their head. People are just that way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I usually have a lot of patience, but something about today has just been very... The world giving me the middle finger, basically. Saying, yeah, we don't care. That's what it feels like the world's saying, at least. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. But I guess personally...
Next station, Main Street.
Well, okay. Say hello, I guess. Next station, Main Street. I don't even know how many people actually understood that. Okay. I feel like I'm in a spaceship almost. It's a house. I need to brush this. They need to be pearly whites, not pearly yellows. Ugh, man, excuse me. Tempted to just, like, when I get home, crash because of everything that's gone on so far. I've got a Via 313, Siegfried and Jensen. I don't know, I'm just kind of looking outside here. Freaking that. I don't know, I see that place, and the first thing I think of is, I don't know, it's like Five Diner, something like that. I don't remember the name of it. very drained from today. Guess the rage kinda did it too.
Lakeview. Doors open on the left.
Man. I feel like I'm on a legitimate train. Hey. Okay. Alright. Up. Okay, well, there's not much going on now. I know it was very brief, but oh my god. Don't mind me. Cool. Alright. I know this is very brief, but I'm going to leave this here. I need to rest.
UVU. Doors open on the right.
Oh, now we know what school I'm near. Oh well. Thank you to everybody who jumped into the stream. Shout out to Bruce, Brock, Vic, and Ember in Japan for opening the chat. Once again, if you like these vlogs, make sure I consider subbing. Are we doing this stuff once a week? Vlogs. Yes, technically 3 times a week. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, it's gonna boil for about before I get back. Thanks again for watching, guys. See y'all later. Bye.